Contrary to popular belief, this is not just rap music. This is life. So I offer you right now, life. Life. For every little black child, this is life. Life. For every single parent, this is life. Life. For every brother behind bars, this is life. Hold your head.
Glad to be here. It's your boy, Trez. Across from me, I got my other partner, one of the three. What's up with it?
Yo,
P.
King to a God. Hey, yo, no shit. That intro hard as a bitch, yo.
Yeah, love it.
That intro hard.
Yeah,
It's more than
fits.
hard.
Yeah.
It's more than hard.
Rest in peace, Sauce, man. Aloe, what up? D Spence, what's good?
I'm good. Y'all know I'm good. I'm ready. I'm ready to see what we finna get into. Guys, episode 15, y'all know the drill.
Let's go.
That's UnMask'D. All right. So we took another turn. This one is gonna be, a little bit different than what we're accustomed to talking about rather. And so guns in America. Here we go again. It's been a lot of different shootings recently. I have one. I'm not gonna speak for you fellas, but I'm assuming you guys have one. Hopefully you do.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to say it. I'm gonna say I have one. Have a few actually.
Okay.
Fellas, one of the things that I wanted to talk about is with the Constitution. The actual Second Amendment. It's just basically is the right to bear arms. But for the people, I just wanted to make sure that I read out the actual Second Amendment, which the Second Amendment is it reads verbatim. I want to read it out verbatim. It does state that a well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, gives the right of the people to keep and bear arms, and that shall not be infringed. And so I just wanted to make sure I read that out so everybody knows Second Amendment, obviously, that keeps you intact. You have the ability to, keep your own weapons, possess your own weapons, and, I just wanted to read that out before we dived into it. So we all know, it's one of the ones that we uphold. It's one of the ones that we protect. It's one of the amendments that we stand by and we always support. The abbreviated version is the right to bear arms, right?
Okay.
I think you know that. I think you know that, Trash, P, you know that. We got a lot of shootings. Let's talk about it. I know that for the what I have read is that it has been 121 mass shootings since the beginning of January. That's across America.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's a lot, man. That I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot.
But is it?
It's a lot. Okay, so what are we? We're about to be in April.
We ain't even done with the first quarter.
Yeah.
In April.
Yeah, we in April. So
No, we got another day till we in April.
yeah.
We in April.
Yeah.
You know how many more shootings can happen tomorrow?
No, we are in April.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is it's only been 4 months. So I mean, this is the reason why I'm just I'm starting this way is because I think it's crazy to have that many. I really do. Now I can't go back in the previous years because I'm not a historian, but I think that is a lot for 4 months.
They say the number's way up. Way up.
It is up, Trez, but do you remember, and you slightly younger than me, D-Spence, I don't know if this was ever something that your demographic or your age range paid attention to. Do you remember them running a tally on bodies?
Yes.
Trez, growing up? Like how many homicides it was since the start of the year?
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
In your city, your local city,
Yes.
how many homicides?
Yes.
So now we go from homicides to mass shootings.
Okay.
Which for us is crazier. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if you remember it, but when I was 20, 21.
I remember that. Now you said it. Yeah.
Carrying a hammer, it's like, oh,
Off top.
shit, yo. New York City got so many homicides since then. New Jersey got so many homicides since then. Connecticut got so many homicides since the first of the year.
Yeah.
And you looking at it like, damn, we didn't have that many homicides the year before. Last year, we was up by so many.
Mm-hmm.
That way you could either tell either it's going to be a nice summer or motherfuckers was wilding out.
Right.
That was like our groundhog to the spring.
Right.
How many bodies was caught
Yeah.
in the first couple of months after the new year.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's where you going at.
That's what I'm
where-
saying
okay.
is it used to be bodies as opposed to mass shootings. This mass shooting shit is crazy.
It's different.
It's
not-
beyond different. Motherfucker-
It's way different.
Yo, Trez, the last motherfuckers was at the grocery store. I can't get no kale, my dude.
The locations is crazy.
The locations is
That's
beyond
I think
crazy.
that's what's making it crazy. It's not the fact that it's mass shootings. Because I think we've all been in some type of situation where that we have stories that we could talk about.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Right.
some shooting situations some type of stories we could talk about, but the locations that a lot of these instances are happening in, grocery stores, movie theaters. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. So
It's not the typical place. You wouldn't think.
Massage parlor. I'm naked. Waiting for my happy endings.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And you and this motherfucker shooting?
It's crazy.
Motherfucker, if you don't lay down.
And you just saw the you just saw the one that was in Colorado.
That's the
And
grocery store shit.
Yeah, that's the one in grocery. I mean, that one was, if I'm not mistaken, that was 10 injured.
I think it was like 8 the last time I checked, but I know the numbers could have went up. The last time I checked, I believe it was 8.
Okay, so that
But didn't Colorado have a shooting like the year before? No, not
Colorado have had several.
Right, because not the year before that, but the year before that, it was in a movie theater.
Right.
The year before that, we had COVID.
The initial one was the Columbine shit.
Right.
Yeah, a while back.
Yeah.
The school.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
Colorado sets it off for the year.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this was fairly recent. This wasn't that long ago, and then it was 10. There's 10 people that were killed.
10?
Including a police officer.
Yeah.
And
He's done.
He had like 5 kids.
yeah. Here's my thing.
They
The
made
mass
sure
shootings-
that boy stayed alive. They made sure they didn't kill him.
all I can tell you is, when you see stuff like that, it makes you wonder: can you go out like can we get back to a state of normalcy when it comes to just normal? Like, let me just go. I want to be able to go to the grocery store.
Right.
I want to be able to go to the club. I want to be able to go to wherever the hell I want. And
it's
I don't
bad
have
enough
to-
that driving, what I'm saying, get up from point A to point B is a safety issue. Now, once we get to point A and point B, we're not even guaranteed safety.
Yep. So when you look at these shootings, and I think you guys said it not that long ago, but in order for it to be deemed a mass shooting, it has to be it's 4 or more people
Injured or killed.
Yeah.
And most of these are at 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, but nonetheless, it's nonsense. It's pure nonsense.
100% nonsense.
It's stupidity. Here's my thing. There was one that was just recently done. It was on March 20th. It was in Dallas at the Prime Bar. Now, in this particular instance, it was 8 people. 7 were injured. One was, obviously killed, a young lady. But even with that being said, and I don't want it to become, I don't want it to be deemed as like a race thing, but I don't hardly ever. You mentioned earlier in the beginning of the episode that it's more, you grew up seeing the dead bodies, the homicides. Now you see them. Not only you still see that, but you also see now the mass shootings. And most of the time, I mean, this is just my opinion. I don't see the mass shootings being done by a black individual.
Before I knew the definition of it, I would agree with you.
Right, but now knowing the definition,
when it's 4 or more injured,
right,
that's when it changes. Like, okay, I've seen plenty.
I mean, because D-Spins, you're a DJ.
How many times you been to the club?
How many times have you been to the club and somebody lit that shit up?
Quite a few actually.
Right, and
more than I want it to be.
Right. So if more than 4 people got hit, that's a mass shooting.
Well, I will say this. I will say this, and just to kind of backtrack a little bit. Usually, it's not inside of the club.
No, it's outside.
It's after.
Yeah, but still.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It doesn't make it better one way or the other. I'm not.
No. I'm just talking about to scale back your feeling of that it's not normally us, it's them. I'm just painting the picture that
Right.
being a DJ at a club,
Oh yeah, you're gonna see it.
That's
you've
the
witnessed
prime
the gun being
location.
let off.
You're gonna see it.
It's prime.
And if
It's
more than one person
It's
got
more
hit,
prevalent to happen that way.
if more than one person had got hit that night, that's deemed a mass shooting.
Yeah. But luckily, I had to, get my equipment and
Right.
shit like that, so I wasn't actually
Yeah.
there. But it happens. It does happen, and it does make you a little eerie.
more often
It makes
than
you,
shit.
you cover your corners when you coming in. You make sure you got your people with you,
Right.
that type of thing. But, I mean, so if we could switch gears just a quick second. So, like I said, I've never seen a whole lot of black shooters. When it comes to the ones that go for, unfortunately, only so many garner national attention. Typically, the ones you see that's national attention. And again, I don't want to be insensitive to any of the shootings, but the ones that garner the national attention is always almost 90% of the time is they're not black.
Right.
And I'm saying that because you have to recognize domestic terrorism. All right, you have to in the aspect that, and I was just talking to a couple people before we started this episode, and we were just kind of going through some of the things, and it wasn't today, but it was days before, and one of the things I asked was, a lot of times you see this and you wonder, you pass by these people every day, you pass by everyday citizens all the time, you don't know what is going on
In somebody's head.
You just don't know. And you don't want to be insensitive to what they may be going through, but we move in such a fast pace that a lot of times we just don't give a shit. We keeping it moving. Yeah, you might, your people might say something to you. You're gonna offer some opportunity to help them to a certain extent. You might give some advice, but a lot of these people that you pass by every day, you're just not gonna be able to know what's going on. You don't know who you're dealing with, and you can't control what they do. If you happen to give this person advice, if you happen to pass by this person, say, hey, how you doing? How are you today? That type of thing. And I know that's not necessarily our style, but in the event that you are doing that and you passing by these people in the grocery store, at the movies, the store, you just don't know. And
No,
it's
you don't.
prime to happen at any point. And when getting back to what I was originally saying, is a lot of times that's not your brother, that's not your friend or family member that's your same color. It's somebody that's plotting some bullshit, and you have to pay attention to domestic terrorism. You got to start looking at some of these motherfucking people, and unfortunately it's not always in our community.
No, not. It's not normally in our community.
Right.
I think that, again, you got to be careful with the way people classify things. One.
Right.
That's good. And
Okay.
That kind
So
of goes to where I'm going.
it's the classification of what is deemed a mass shooting now,
Right.
where it probably would lean more us than them.
Mm.
But at the same time, you have to pay attention to the location. I will agree with you in the fact that I don't think you will see a person of African American descent
Going to a movie theater.
shooting up a movie theater or a
school.
grocery store or a school.
Right.
Yeah, we're not.
Now,
We
on
ain't
the
got time
one
for that
fucked up chance, we was shooting up gas stations and motherfuckers was,
Right.
hiding behind the back door of the car seat
Right.
trying to pump their gas. I was
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah.
I was living in VA at that time. The shit was scary as fuck. But you're not normally gonna see us shooting up a school.
Walking in and just going
Right.
hey.
It's
We normally have direct targets.
we have there is
If
this,
I have if I have a
there's this
problem,
one motherfucker that is putting all of y'all in danger right now.
yeah,
And I gotta get him. And if getting him causes you a leg shot and you an arm shot and her whatever, then that's just what it may be. Unfortunately,
that means that you was literally in the way.
you were literally in the way because I was gonna get him.
I'm not just walking up shooting random people.
Right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, generally. That,
Yeah,
that's how
That's
You a
normally
ran-
how it goes.
Trying to be a
Generally.
hero. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
this ain't even got nothing to do with you type shit.
That's normally how it goes.
And so I would say you have that right to carry. You have that right, especially out here. You have that right to carry. I think for me, it's more. I don't walk in fear.
Okay.
So when I move around, I'm not even. So I'll tell you this. And I want to get too far away from everything, but just me personally, I've been a DJ for over 13 years. So I carry a lot of stuff, right?
Yes, sir.
But most of the time, I'm not in a situation where I feel threatened. I don't walk in fear. So I'm going to go in as is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In every aspect, no matter where I go. Again, I don't walk in fear.
That's that peace and calm that you put around yourself at the
And
same
he play
time.
the right music.
Right. And you get to select where you're going.
He play the wrong music. This shit is a rap.
depending on where you are, though.
I'm gonna have his ass dancing.
you ignorant. I just want to let you know you ignorant.
You don't say yes to every offer that you get.
Right.
You definitely want to be smart about your business. But long story short, again, when I do things, I operate in that regard. Texas is a little bit more. You got to have your antennas up because people are allowed to carry so freely. It's becoming more often.
Shit is ridiculous out here.
Yeah, it's becoming more prevalent. Like I know in certain states.
Wild West, damn now.
Yeah, so I mean that you got to have your antennas up in Texas anyway. But again, when I go places, that's how I operate. So you damn right. I want to be able to go ahead and carry because if it happens, I'm able to draw down. I'm able to protect myself, and I know you guys feel the same way. Here
Hey,
you go,
man.
sound effects and shit.
If I had my way, everything will be on a one-shot reload. Every gun will be a one-shot reload.
Why specifically?
It gives the other person time to defend themselves, and it makes you think while you reloading that second one.
So you talking about everybody has to be able to carry that particular type of weapon.
Like every gun you buy is a one-shot reload.
Every gun you buy, I don't care what kind of gun it is, it's just a one-shot reload.
Man, get the fuck out
So
of
you're
here
saying
with that
if you have that
That's all I'm
option,
saying.
Well, I can't think outside of the box.
I want shit to be fair, Bob. Get the fuck out of here, man.
But I'm saying, okay, so
You get a shot, I get a shot.
So Spence
Man,
got
fuck
an
that
AR.
shit.
Spence got an AR at the house,
I don't give a fuck if Spence got an AR with I.
and all I got is a Dillinger.
It doesn't matter. If my little Dillinger, one shot for one shot, nah. You may miss, he may not.
He's not.
I'm going to keep shooting.
you ain't dodging no chopper action.
I'm going to
You're
keep
not-
shooting.
you're not dodging it.
Oh, okay. You get your shot now before I get to shoot again? Get the fuck out of here. One
No,
shot,
I ain't
one
saying
shot.
that. I'm just saying a one-shot reload. It makes you think about the shit that you doing.
It does.
It makes you think. Sometimes motherfuckers got to be forced to think, Trez.
All motherfuckers who walk around with 8 guns on them.
Yo,
That would be the way around it. See,
But
he's from Florida.
he's from there.
He's from Florida.
Yeah, you keep
He will
that.
find a way
You
around
gotta keep
some
that
shit.
Florida shit. That Florida shit.
Somebody
stays in
8
Florida.
guns. Who the fuck got 8 guns?
with them.
You from New York.
Not
Stop
that you
it.
have them.
Stop it.
But you have
Hey,
it
we
with
You from
them.
New York.
We don't carry guns there, sir.
You're going in the club about
You
3 or
can't.
4.
We
You
don't
can't.
have
You're not
your ass is
supposed to.
gonna-
We
yeah,
don't
you're
have
not
guns there, sir. Now we might carry blades under
I'm asking.
our tongue or on the
What
side
happened
of
to
our cheek.
Plexico?
Plexico was from Virginia,
And he shot himself. He don't care.
and he shot himself.
You don't care.
Cheddar Bob ass motherfucker.
The 8 Mile reference. You going there, man?
Did Cheddar Bob shoot himself?
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Plexico.
Or
Shout out to
after
Cheddar.
you do.
Shout out to Cheddar Bob.
Man, y'all gotta stop, man.
Oh shit!
Nobody ever gave Cheddar Bob his credit in that film.
Nobody
man.
should, man.
Why not?
Nah, he was himself, but
He was riding.
Whatever, man.
He was ready to draw. He just pulled too early.
Leave it to you guys to turn this shit to a total. Here's my thing. Don't want to dive too much into racism. But here's the thing. So when you say that, you do know there is a difference. Now, if let's just say, you look at it and you want to say it's always either a white person, Caucasian person,
Mhm.
or there's a terrorist or some type of extremist who may have taken up a different practice, a different religion, and they may be going through whatever they're going through, and here they are carrying out an order, whatever the case may be. So it begs me to kind of wonder and question, like, and unfortunately you think like this, but how much of these things are planned? How many of these things are just, this is what we're going to do? Nobody's going to look in. Go ahead.
So I mean, family like this. I think if you're going into like a grocery store, or if you're walking into a movie theater, or if you're walking into a spa, or if you're walking into a school, into a mall, shopping center, these different type of areas, it's just pre-planned. That's not a spur of the moment. I'm just riding down the street listening to some Eminem,
That's what I'm saying.
or listen to some shit, and then I decide to pull up.
Or Kid Rock, because Kid Rock will make you let off too.
Right. Like, nah, this shit is pre-planned. This shit is pre-planned.
So to that point, what I'm getting at with this whole entire ordeal, this question overall, is I do feel like, and I'm not saying that it should happen in our community, nor do I condone it, but I know that there is a fear factor from a mental standpoint for somebody of color to do anything out irrationally, which is a good thing.
Well, we're not taking unnecessary charges.
Well, even if you're not taking unnecessary charges, you're going to die. Any act in that regard that's caught, or anybody that's a mass shootout or a standoff or anything like that, you
Unless
are
it's
dying
in your own community.
Let me ask you this: out of the mass shootings that we've had recently, how many of the shooters have survived?
Only the ones they want to survive.
Usually, it's the ones that are the extremists, the terrorists. And the thing I'm saying here is that we're gone. We don't stand a chance. We're not getting Burger King. We're not in handcuffs. We're not. None of that shit is going to happen.
No, we're not.
Whether you in your own community or not, you're dead.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be, and it goes back to my point. I said I don't operate in fear. You're gonna operate in fear if you choose to do anything irrational, because you know the outcome. You're going to die if you're of color. Period. Now, if you're extremist, you white, whatever the case may be, that may not be the case. And so to me, and maybe I'm going a little deeper than most, but to me, it almost gives them a pass to keep doing this shit.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I mean,
and again, I don't condone. I'm just speaking on what I see.
No, it's not about condoning, but at the same time,
and I don't want to.
You gotta play the game the way the game is set.
That to me,
it's fucked up, but you gotta play the game the way the game is set.
But to me,
until you're able to change the rules, D-Spins.
Okay, good point, and I'm getting there. And y'all see, I feel you on that. And Trez, you said something earlier too, man. That that kind of was, that told me, told me like there are some thoughts of carrying more than probably you need. You go out and you do this irrational shit, and you might have somebody with 8 guns, and again, you see these things happen because it's almost like I don't want to compare the two because it's not the same subject, but you see this with the police brutality, and you see the same shit happen. You see so much happen in our community. And it's the same shit because nothing changes. Again, I'm getting to where you're talking about the lawmaking. But I say that because when you look at us, we are always going to be the rational people. We're not going to operate irrationally for the most part. And you're not going to see a lot of times, and it's the running joke. See, that's the white folk shit. That's
shit
these
is
people.
Always more of a personal agenda type shit.
Facts.
Like if we have something,
facts.
like we're not going to take it out on the whole goddamn grocery store, the whole goddamn shopping mall. We're not gonna hold everybody
or school
else up,
or whatever,
or the school. You know what I'm saying? That's just not the way that we think about it. There was something that happened out here like 2 or 3 years ago in Dallas, wasn't it?
Talking about with the guy who
downtown.
Yeah, the cops. Mm-hmm. That was a very.
He was serious though.
Yeah, it was.
He was top.
It was a terrible ordeal.
But even with that, like 9 times out of 10, when a lot of these mass shootings happen, they have a blueprint of the area that they're going to attack, because they have to have an entrance route. They got to know how to get out. They got to have a place that they get,
vantage points.
Right. So
no,
outside of this grocery store one, they ain't really said that. Okay, I really had a blueprint, but most of the schools, the movies, like they all have some type of blueprint, and they had extra ammunition because they knew this is the last hurrah. So I'm gonna take as many as I can take.
Get it, but they survive. Time and time again, unless they kill themselves.
They wanted them to survive.
Okay, so
but
specify
like you said,
specify they,
not us.
My point exactly.
You're right. If it was us, it's gunshots.
And again, this is one of those. This is one of those topics that is open for discussion. So if you're listening, you got any comments, please let us know how you feel about the topic. But I didn't want it to, like I said, this is not one of those things that you say. Well, he's black, so of course he had no. I'm just speaking on what I see. You just said it. You just agreed. You just said it. And now we have to operate. We have to find a way. Now, speaking to your point, with the Second Amendment, it says you have that right? You have the opportunity to have, weapons in your possession. And so, how do we get to some type of, I guess, being able to walk in a little bit of peace? Not
why do you want to walk with all of that displayed? What purpose does that serve?
You're talking about the weapons.
Yeah. Because you said you want to walk in peace. Can you walk in peace without it?
Can I walk in peace? Yes,
okay.
I can.
So why would you want to display it?
Well, that's me. I don't have to. I don't have it with me. I'm just asking
a question.
But
we have those that have to display it.
Because you're walking in fear. You walk in fear. And here's the thing.
A lot of the mass shootings is probably more than likely due to fear.
Unless you're an extremist, which means you could be carrying out terrorism, and you could be carrying out an order. Could be a religion.
Facts.
So my thing is,
well, man, the only extremists y'all forgive me. The only extremists I halfway respect is the motherfuckers that's killing themselves with the shit. You've committed 100%.
The ones that sacrifice this shit.
You've committed 100%.
I mean, the total fool.
Yeah, but you've committed 100%.
Oh, yeah. You done bought into that shit.
Like this motherfucker who shot up these goddamn massage parlors.
Oh yeah.
You started off an extremist. Now you got a sexual addiction.
Oh yeah, but that's that again.
But you only shot the workers.
He survives, and then you give him an out. You give him an out. So more often than not, again, you give a pass. Yeah, I don't necessarily have. First of all, before there's a trial, you finna sit in jail. No, say what you have to say. My point is, like, you see the pass time and time again. So there you go into, okay, it's gonna happen again. You just got to sit back and wait.
Hey man, all I'm gonna say is y'all motherfucking ancestors that asked for inclusion, that was a big mistake. Segregation wasn't bad.
Okay, expound on that a little bit.
Segregation wasn't bad. I mean, we knew how they played their game. We played our game a separate way. Let us do us. Let them do them. We can both coexist in the same world with them doing them and us doing us.
I mean,
we good.
You mean
we
good.
So all segregation is not bad. I won't say segregation entirety.
That's what I'm going.
In its entirety. All segregation is not bad.
That's what I was
in the instance that we uplift each other, you have the
show me where the benefits of it stop. Show me where not being it is great.
You talking about segregation?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. So you go into a restaurant now freely. So I don't give a shit where I'm at. I can walk into a restaurant, eat in the front if I fucking want to. I don't have to go to the back. I don't have to go around the fucking alley to get a meal like our ancestors did. Don't have to do that shit. So to me, all segregation is.
I can't agree with that.
Hold on. Because I'm about to fuck him up real quick.
I can't agree with that.
Do you like that food? The restaurant that you...
It doesn't matter. I have the choice. I have the choice to go into it.
Do you feel comfortable?
You have the choice. You're supposed to have the choice.
The choice.
Are you comfortable eating the food every time?
Do you like the food? Do you enjoy the food?
Who knows? I don't know.
Because them motherfuckers
but I have a choice to try it out, though.
South of Georgia Browns, where the customer service is horrible, where the food is bullshit from our southern standpoint,
okay,
and lap that shit the fuck up.
But you have the choice, bro.
No. Still missing the point. What I'm saying is the inclusion benefits them way more than us.
Okay.
So,
okay.
So who does segregation really benefit?
So segregation,
how does it benefit you? Because now you asked for this, you got into a school system where motherfuckers don't understand you, and now they want to put you on drugs. Whereas before that, you was in a school system where motherfuckers understood you, they knew how to teach you, they know how to get the best out of you.
Is that enough means to supply?
So let me ask you this. We operate if we operate the same.
Let's stop.
We operate the same shit. We do the same shit. Right? Let's just say we do the same shit. Now, we don't get the resources that we need. You then now you have the Black Wall Street massacre shit that goes on where they obliterate your fucking town.
Okay,
because they don't want to see you grow.
We failed to have the defenses that we needed to have.
Okay, but are you going to get the supplies?
But you learn from that. That's why you had the Black Panthers.
Okay, which of course was FBI informant driven the entire fucking time. You saw the movie.
But
they gonna control the shit, man.
Listen, man.
Wrong or right, they gonna control this shit.
We're not doing this. We're the same motherfuckers who want to eat watermelon and throw a party on Juneteenth when we're celebrating
Not
motherfuckers
me.
that was released 2 years later than they should have been.
Not up here.
Me either, but I'm just saying what it is.
Not up here.
Not me.
You see it.
But you
D-Spins don't act like nobody has never asked you to DJ a fucking Juneteenth party.
Hey, I'm not
don't
saying
act like that.
I'm not saying I haven't had that. I'm not saying I haven't had that. But at the same token, at the same token, hear me out. Just hear me out.
You gave us some shit where you were strong and believing in yourself and relying on yourself and knowing your self-worth, and now you can never get back there. You can never get back there.
Why can't we?
Because it's death.
Oh, is it?
The reaction of getting back there is death.
Oh, okay. So what's different if we start? Okay, yeah, expound on that. Because I want to hear this shit.
What matter is that if you try to grow your community and abstain of financial literacy and growth just for your community, right? Nah, we knocking that shit the fuck off. You should have did that while you had the opportunity.
Okay, so when we
didn't ask y'all to join us.
When we had the opportunity,
y'all fought for that.
When we had the opportunity, what was happening? To my point, like I said, it was going to knock us off regardless. They were going to try to.
Motherfuckers you act like Rosa had to sit in front of the bus when we had our own fucking buses. Stop.
No, we
had our own fucking buses.
Okay. So what happens?
Why the fuck she had to sit in front of their bus?
So what happens when they shut all that shit down?
Walk.
Okay.
Call a motherfucker that got a car. Don't act like we don't got cars.
What about the people that don't want to do that shit?
Man, stop.
So we haven't been pulling ourselves down?
Man. That's what it is, though.
It is
okay, so there you go. Okay.
That's what it
is.
That's the point.
Kill them.
Okay, you're going to kill them.
Execute them.
You're going to kill your own people. That's what
they haven't been killing theirs?
Fucking guy, man.
This guy,
hey, man, so I will say this. And I don't want.
What?
I don't want. I don't
get rid of the fucking weak.
You okay? So
I
get
agree.
rid of them.
I agree.
Then what?
Get rid of the weak.
Then what?
But the problem is,
then what?
There's more weak than strong.
Bro, it's not more weak than it's strong.
What?
It's more fearful than it is that will
As
stand
I said, I don't walk in fear. Everybody is not like that.
Hey, man.
Hence, what we're talking about.
We talk walk in fear. We all go outside right now.
That's a whole other topic.
We all go outside right now. There's a cop.
But it's very relevant to this, though.
It's very relevant.
We all go outside right now. There's a cop standing by Trez's car. Do we look and wait for the cop to move, or do we walk up and ask him what the fuck he doing?
Depends.
It shouldn't depend on shit.
It depends.
He has no reason by Trez's car.
It's my car, and I'm not going to my car. I'm going the opposite direction.
Why?
No, I'm going to my fucking car.
Shit.
Why?
I'm going to my car, sir. Is there anything I?
Why are you going the opposite direction?
So in that regard, if
my luck,
move.
My luck ain't as good as been. My luck.
It ain't about luck.
Clearly,
I am going to answer your question. I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. I thought you were saying if the cop was out there near us, like maybe in a squad car.
If there's a cop sitting at my car,
if he's at my car,
y'all go up there for me.
Can I help you?
I'm not asking that.
Hell nah.
Shit.
Hell nah. Can I help you?
I'm different.
Shit. I'm not gonna help you.
I guarantee you, and this is not no play for you.
I've been there.
There's no disrespect to any law enforcement.
I've been
Let me
there.
say that.
No, that's facts. No, we're not disrespecting.
What I'm saying is,
I've been there.
I'm not. Here's the thing. Help me understand why we're at this point. So my thing overall is that no matter which way we go, like I said, I didn't want to get into a race thing because I knew this could occur. Then it's a healthy conversation.
No, it's definitely healthy. But even with playing the race card, I'm gonna put onus on us more than them. Only because I'm not gonna give them motherfuckers that type of power.
Got you.
You don't have that type of power over me and my people. Fuck you. Are you serious?
I got you. I got you when you say shit like that. No. But I'm talking in reference to these shootings, this type of shit. This shit.
In the shootings, it's a classification. I led with that.
Okay. But
You got to
go
be
into-
mindful for how people classify shit.
Right.
So now we know that a mass shooting is,
But I think they recently
is
changed
deemed, they may have.
that. That might have been recently changed. That the 4 more injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, because before I don't.
Yeah, there was no
don't-
classification.
I don't think.
or at
I
least
think-
we didn't know it. I'll
Right.
be honest, I didn't know
Listen,
that.
at any rate where the number looks bad on one side, how can I push
That's
this
why.
to the
Yeah,
other?
I think that's new information.
We all
Exactly.
work in a corporate world, right? The game is how can I make my number look good?
Because at the end of the day,
You
you're
do
not,
whatever you can to make your number
Right.
look good.
you're not looking at a shooting at
That's
a
a
club as a
business
mass
structure
shooting.
that's already
It's the
in place.
same shit.
It's a business structure that's already
America
in place.
isn't a business.
No, it's a huge
It's
business.
used
Okay,
business.
so it's the same shit. If I can make this number look smaller on my end by deeming it as this, then I'm going to do that. Because I know that in this urban community, there's a shootout at a club every night.
Okay.
There's down to be a shootout every night,
At least 2.
and at least 2 to 3
They
motherfuckers
shooting.
gonna get hit.
They shoot.
If I can get lucky enough to get a 4th motherfucker hit, I can call that a mass shooting, and now I got more mass shootings in the city of Chicago than I do in Waco, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. And
That's-
here's
Than
the
I
other
do
here's
in Boulder, Colorado.
The
Here's-
classification is what changed every fucking thing
But
about the mass shooting.
You got to be smart
Yeah,
about
'cause
what it is.
We never looked at that shit as no mass shooting before.
Right. You got to be smart at what
Fuck
it
a mass
is.
shooting.
And again, I'm just saying, man, you got to pay attention to what motherfuckers is doing.
Yeah. That's what all this.
I ain't mad at nobody. Just, okay, when the game changed, okay, now I know how to play the game.
Million.
I can understand that. I do understand that aspect. I do. I really do. I guess, for me, you look at this shit, and then here's the other piece of this. This is what is given to you. This is what they choosing to give to you. By the way, I just want to set the expectation that everybody knows. This is the shit that they give you. It's not what happens in every state, in every hood across America. Because if we really looked at the numbers, there may be, we may not, the idea I have of black mass shootings and white terrorist extremists, whatever the case may be, whatever groups, whatever hate groups are out there, it could be totally different because you don't have all the data. There's some shit that they're not going to give you.
You'll never have
You'll never have it all. Exactly.
Right.
And so I say that because there's this conception that, as you know, and it's a running joke, and I may have said it, but I will repeat if I have. If I haven't, forgive me. But it's a running joke that, that's that white shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's even
that's
a
that-
show.
Yeah.
There's a show.
yeah, that's that white shit. And sometimes you feel, and I'm a victim of that because now I'm like, you open your eyes and like, okay, well, we never have all the data, but if you go back and look in these urban communities, y'all gonna shoot some shit up.
Yeah.
As you mentioned in the beginning, how many times have you done a party? How many times have you been here
Right.
and the shooting occurred? So we don't have all the data, and you probably never will.
Right.
But I do want to bring that awareness, like, hey, there are things that definitely need to change. But again, as I say, most people may or may not understand. Again, I don't walk in any type of fear, so I have a different, perspective. And I don't want to beat a dead horse because it is getting a little, you can get a little dark with this subject. I guess now I want to kind of segue into changes to come, hopefully in lawmaking. I don't foresee you changing the Second Amendment.
Well, that's
But-
you're always going to have a fight with that. I mean, you have guns, you stated,
Mhm.
you carry.
Yeah.
Are you a member of the NRA?
No.
Why not?
No, I don't carry. Actually, I'm sorry.
Okay.
If I gave that impression, I don't.
Well,
carry.
but you have legal guns
I have
at the house.
Yes,
Why aren't you a member of the NRA?
never been interested. I'm gonna be honest. I've never wanted to register, and that it hasn't interested me. That's just my.
You
purpose.
should look into that.
Okay, duly noted.
Yeah.
Do you have?
I don't carry.
Do you have? You don't have to say. Are you a part of the NRA?
No, because I
Okay.
don't carry.
Okay.
Now, if I carry, then yeah, I would be.
Okay.
But I don't carry.
I'm
so.
not even going. I'm not. Should I go your way? I mean, do you want me to? Yeah,
Look at the smile.
Yeah.
Well, we got
I'll take
30.
Hey, man.
Trez got all bullets, no hammers.
Shit. Must have a hell of a fastball. You throwing the shit out of them bullets.
I believe that shit if you want to.
You know, I said this. I'll tell you how my take on it. I don't think it'll ever end. The reason why I say is because what we are given, and we deem it as, and you know, no disrespect to my Caucasian folk, but that's that white shit is gonna forever be a running joke. So I don't think this part of America will ever end as long as
No, not this part.
Yeah, this part of America will
The
never
whole
end.
shit is a running joke.
Yeah.
And you've been instrumental in saying, you know, how you feel in both communities and what you willing to accept and what you're not. And so I hear you.
This shit is a running joke.
Now when you say that, now you know, we are on this topic, but when you say that, you and I just want to make sure I'm clear. I'm not trying to speak for you, but when you say that, you're talking about the current America, current state of America.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a running joke.
Yeah.
I mean, we still ain't got the respect that we lost from other countries.
What?
What? When we talking about getting that shit back.
Oh, motherfucker, you got the Statue of Liberty on your hat, so I mean,
New York represent.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a nice ass hat.
Hey, appreciate that, man. Shout out to my man, my cousin B Grant for filling me out. You know what I'm saying? Ghost and Ray had on the red joint, so he's like, cuz, I found a red joint. I was like,
nice
word?
It's a nice hat, family.
He said, I'm going to send it to you. He's like, you know what?
I gotta stop this
He
shit,
said,
man.
you know what, cuz?
How you got America?
He said, you know what, cuz? I'm going to double up. We going to double up on each other.
You got the right colors, too.
He said, I got the red and black. I'm going to send you the red and black.
You got the right colors.
You got that green. Is that what you're talking about?
It don't matter, man.
I like the green. I like the
it
green,
don't matter.
too.
How we spin that?
All right.
Get
like
that whole joint
red,
in
black,
there.
green.
How I got to spin it?
Hey, man, you ain't got to tip
Spider.
your head. You ain't got to keep.
You know what? Fuck
you ain't
it.
gotta
I'm
keep-
sweating under here.
You can't be
We'll
sweating
just do it like that.
Oh, my.
Y'all see it.
That's a nice hat, man.
You say
Yeah,
you
appreciate
carrying the state of America, but you got the symbol, the Statue of America on your shit.
Hey, man, that was a black woman.
I'm messing with you.
Tell
man.
them, Trez.
Put it on them.
That was a black woman.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
Tell the folks.
I just told they ass.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll give you fucking lessons if you fucking want to listen.
Oh, okay.
I'm here every fucking week.
What was her name?
I don't give a fuck about
Oh,
her name.
okay. All right.
The fuck are we talking about?
We talking
All I
about
know
real
is it was a
shit.
black woman.
Yeah. All right.
You know?
Hey.
Man, don't do that. I'll give you shit, then you go research the shit, okay?
I ain't got to
What I
research.
do
You
fucking
research.
know.
You ain't giving the full lesson.
I ain't giving the full
Yeah,
lesson.
right. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving you the whole shit. Don't give me half the shit.
Nah, go research, motherfucker.
Okay. Hey, man.
Yeah,
That's
give it a
just
little
like
bit.
I'm telling you right now. Have y'all motherfuckers in a couple of months. Ooh, with a Juneteenth day party. Motherfucker, you celebrating being freed late.
Right.
I agree.
Better
No, I agree.
research your shit.
That I agree with. We all know that.
Stop it with
Research
that
your
bullshit, man. A motherfucker asks you to celebrate Juneteenth, you should get mad instantly. That should be a square off moment.
Square off, huh?
Yeah, you got 2 extra years out of me,
Yeah. Remember, you
and I'm
got a
supposed
right
to be
to
happy
carry
about
too.
this shit.
Yeah.
But y'all want to party, barbecues. Let's
Yeah.
smoke some shit.
Watermelon too. Don't forget the watermelon. Hey, you know, I know this wasn't probably one of the sexiest topics, guys, but it's needed. It's definitely, the conversation needs to be had. I will tell you, I don't foresee a change. You obviously said it's a running joke. I would like to get your thoughts, Trez, moving forward. Like, do you feel like there is going to be some type of any type of change, good or bad?
Change? No. It's going to be a lot of wording, not a lot of action.
Mhm.
But no, it's been like this 40 plus years of my knowing. So I definitely don't see no change coming tomorrow or next year, the year before that. But I mean, let me be optimistic and, you know, anything is possible. But being realistic, fuck no. We kind of stuck in this situation.
Listen,
We kind of stuck. This is a situation that it kind of is. It is what it is.
You got motherfuckers that's trying that nobody is going to follow. It's no way that Killer Mike shouldn't have the funding from all of those in the top, those of us in our culture that are in the top 1%. There's no way he shouldn't have the funding of those.
It's a different conversation too, bro.
It is.
Killer Mike, that's the
It
whole.
is.
That's,
And the reason why, what'd you say?
because Killer Mike is powerful.
Yeah, he's a powerful human
But
being.
But let's talk about it though, right?
Okay, so if we could
let's-
if we could talk on the briefing, and guys, just to kind of keep it in space, like, all of these people that we talk about, these are people that obviously we look up to for the community. You saying that the top 1%, we're not helping him in his regard. But my only take on that is not to disagree, but to disagree. How many of these 1% people are you gonna keep asking? Like, it's 1% of the.
I'm just asking them to learn how to play by the same rules that has already been set. You can make an investment, you can write it off. If you take a loss, you write it off.
Everybody's 1% is different, I guess. I'm
not even saying that. I'm saying it's 1% of America. You got Killer Mike is one person.
You gotta hit that other mask.
So what I mean by that is, it's some people that's successful that can donate without just the 1% that's billionaires, because everybody's pulling from them.
Yeah.
Look, man, all I'm saying is Russell Simmons.
Killer Mike needs better people support.
Russell Simmons came out with the bullshit ass rush card.
That shit flew for a minute, bro.
And that shit took fuck off.
Yeah, it was
Matter of fact, it was
rush card was
motherfuckers had Fat Farm and Baby Fat cards.
It was a game changer.
Thinking they was the shit.
Right.
Now we talking about a black man with a real bank.
I get my check on Tuesday.
A real bank that can actually make change for you.
Mm-hmm.
They can actually give you a loan. Rush Card couldn't issue you no loan.
Okay.
Talking about a bank for you.
That is true, because it wasn't a. It was actually.
Let's get into the shit.
Yeah. It wasn't actually.
The Rush Card took from you more than it was for you.
Yeah.
Because every time you swipe that bitch, it was a quarter.
Oh yeah, he getting something.
Yeah. And he killed.
ATM withdrawal.
Yeah, $375 plus whatever the ATM was charging.
Yeah,
got so much from your check.
You took 10 and lost 17.
Yeah. I will say, I mean, like, I don't necessarily agree with everybody moving towards these richer people, these 1% of our black community, because everybody's gonna pull from them. And I get what you're saying, I do, but that's just my thought.
When you see something viable.
Yeah, let's invest.
What's the risk to throw something at it?
I get it. I get it. You're right. And I think Killer Mike has some dope ideas, like the Cripple Cola.
No, he really does.
Yeah, he got some great ideas, man. He got a lot of different businesses, real estate, things of that nature.
He really does.
I'm not opposed to that. I just think that these type of topics, things like this that happens, you got to look inside the communities we have. Like I said, we'll never have all the facts, but the mass shootings, things that happen across America is just honestly, it's a running joke, like you said. The only way we get better, and I'll kind of put everything to bed. I mean, if you guys want to chime in, and fine. But for me, when you see all of this stuff, the only thing I can honestly say that will help, or just even because if we don't have some type of change, some type of solution in any capacity, in any community, or just however your perspective, however you look at this particular topic, if we don't have some type of immediate action in any regard, things will change. Now, will it be for the better? Will it be for the worse? You never will know. But it will change. Now, it may not help our community, it may not help whoever, but it will change.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I
agree with that.
Like a police brutality type thing. This shit keeps happening, you're going to get defunded.
I think it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse before it gets better.
You get defunded.
Let's go, man. Trust what you got. Because you know how I feel about that shit, so I'm going to leave it alone, Spence.
Yeah, let's move on. Thank you for fucking with UnMask'D, though. Go ahead, Spence.
That's how you got, man?
Yeah, man.
UnMask'D podcast, baby. We here. All your streaming platforms, DSP. We trying to grow. We about to get this merch popping. Bear with us.
What's it on? Google, Apple?
Spotify. Google, Apple, Spotify.
YouTube.
SoundCloud. Yeah. Hey, go to what's the other one? Spotify.
That's it, Spotify.
No, he says, yeah.
All right, go to your streaming DSPs. Look, if you're walking,
listen to shit while you're working out.
Yeah, because you're trying to get fine for the summer.
Summer fine.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And we for all them margaritas, limaritas, strawberry ritas. Trust.
Hey, keep it cognac up for me, man.
That's for them.
Keep it cognac up.
That's for them.
Okay.
We got to cater to the ladies, D-Spence.
Very true.
No doubt. But they're not drinking that shit either.
UnMask'D models coming soon. We're going to have the bras coming.
Yo, one of the other things I wanted to just put this out, once we do get everything up and running for our merch, guys, check out the website. All right, UnMask'Dpodcast.com. Please, please.
Got some fresh shit coming soon.
Shout out
Stay
Jooks.
tuned.
Yes, thank you for holding us down.
Jooks.
Definitely appreciate you all. Thank you again for listening in. Episode 15, fellas, we made it. We out, y'all.
One.
This is not just rap music.